Coach, if you could just start with an opening statement about today's game, and then we'll take some questions.
Well, I think you could see why Carolina's ranked in the top 25 and 17-1 in the season. I'm really impressed with their how hard they're playing this year. It seems like they have much better chemistry. It seems like they're playing much harder on both ends of the floor than I've seen over the last couple of years. I give credit to Coach Hatchell for getting her team coming off a year when they, I know it was frustrating for them not making the NCAA tournament, to coming out and playing as hard as they are on both ends. And I'm just really impressed. Like I said, I give them a lot of credit. I think it's a tough situation for my young team to play in. We lost 6 players from a year ago, and we're getting better every day. Sometimes it shows, sometimes it doesn't. But it's one of those years where, I'm just trying to grow this program long term, and I really feel good about the freshmen, the way they competed there at the end of the game, and how they've competed throughout the course of the season. And, of course, Ty, I think, has tried to carry us throughout the course of the season, but we've lost a lot with our senior class, and we're just just trying to get better every day.
For Coach Tyaunna Marshall.
What made the first 10 minutes so tough for you?
I didn't think we came out and played Georgia Tech basketball. That's what I was talking about my team in the locker room. I think we're going through a transition period, an adjustment period where, Ty was always a kind of a sidekick, and now she's the go-to player. And she's got to take responsibility from the very beginning of the game and take shots for us and make shots for us. And, one of the things that we've struggled with all year is our inside game. When you lose a player like Sasha Goodlett, it's almost impossible to replace her in 1 year. We have, some freshmen and some young kids that I think can help, but we're a year away from that yet. And so it's just a situation where I think the last 2 games we've outscored Virginia. We outscored in the last 31 minutes of the game, and tonight we outscored North Carolina in the second half. It's just that we're not getting off to good starts, and I think that's a sign of a young team.
So how tough has the schedule been for you?
Non-conference play is, kind of tough, especially us being a young team, but I think we've definitely grown since our first game against Tennessee, and we're going to continue to get better. It definitely has been tough having 6 freshmen on the team and us having to learn how to lead them and how to step up and be leaders. But, like I said, I think we're getting better and we're going to continue to get better.
How's that process been for you to be more of a go-to player than you were last year?
It's still a transition, but, I'm getting it. Coach has been talking to us, and, we're finally stepping up and seeing what we have to do. So, like I said, we're still going to get better, and I believe by the end of the season we'll definitely be better. We'll be playing Georgia Tech basketball.
Coach, can you talk about Brittany Jackson? Had 20 points again today, had 20 against Virginia the last time out as well.
Well, she's just a freshman that's, pretty fearless. She gets out there and she just does what she does, and that's play basketball. And she obviously still makes some mistakes on the defensive end, or, misses some of our key on execution on offense, but she makes plays. She's a basketball player, and I think she's very, very talented. I think, she's got a very bright future in this league and obviously in this program. So a lot of what we do is in the future will be centered around her. I think she can really take a lot of pressure off of Ty. At times, and it's just a matter of her growing. She's only 16 games into her career, and to go back-to-back 20-point games in the ACC against 2 of the better teams, I think is a good start and a huge compliment to her and what she can accomplish.
Carolina had a lot of teams beat them and keep them out of the NCAA tournament last year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you guys had a target on your back from
We feel like we have a target on our back every time we step in the gym this year, but, that's to be expected. We had our best season in the history of our program last year. We beat a lot of people, and I think that's, we are now the hunted, and we're not the hunter anymore, and I think that, we went to the Sweet 16, and I think now you got a target on your back every time you step in the gym, and, obviously we worked hard to get that respect, but at the same time, it's a young team that's got to understand that we've got to get back and change our mentality, and we've got to start hunting people, because that's what we've always been at Georgia Tech. We've never been the hunted, we've always been the hunter, and I think that's one of the mindsets that we've got to get back to.
Any other questions? Thank you.